So we are now the 7th. Hang on, we're out of focus. That's better. The 7th of August, it's the bank holiday Monday. Now I have just put in my fence. This is our second move of the day. We're starting into our experimental paddock. Now you can see, well, you saw in the last video how lush it was, and you can see it here now. The cows are going to come into this nice green grass. Now you can still see that it's obviously not the best field in the world, but it's improving. Now there's a cow coming bulling up here at the minute, and we have Madra on 18 days as well. Now the cow that's coming bulling is the red whitehead. She's not in standing heat just yet, but she will be tonight. Look at the height of that. I'm very pleased with how this is improving. This is lovely. The brushes are way back. Now we can see, as I was saying in a video about this field last year, the amount of trampled grass on it and the microbes that breaks down that old trampled grass is in competition with the grass for nitrogen. And you can see there that them leaves are brown. So this area here is still hungry for nitrogen. But the most part of it, the most of the grass is doing well. Actually here as well, look, there's definitely, it's a bit lacking there as well. Now there's not many fields like this on this farm, but this, because of all that carbon I put down, it's on a kind of a catch up, but eventually it will catch up. But yeah, there's some areas that's struggling, and that area there is kind of browned off, I suppose, for the want of a better phrase. But then we have this, which is lovely. Anyhow, it's all progress. I'll just go up this little ramp here. This is a wet place in winter time where I get stuck regular. It's a steep old run. I don't do much feeding down here in the winter time because it's just too hard to get out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to graze it down hard and tight. As I say, it's the second move. They're not overly hungry, but it's amazing how well they ate it up here. Now, this is where the cows are. Our calves have already come in under. So as I say, the two bulls we have in here, we have our grey roan, let's call him, and we have our red roan who's behind that lead cow there now. He gets first shot of any cow coming into heat. Now she's not, as I say, in standing heat just yet, but she will be this evening. Now I get them a good enough area this morning, but they have it well ate. They have from here through that hedge and about the same, if not a little bit wider, on the far side. So it's amazing how only the boss bull I'm going to call him now, is standing behind that cow. Now he's trying her and she's walking forward, so she's just not there yet. Yeah, he's relaxed now at the minute. You'll know what he's about. There you go. So yeah, so he's not in full standing heat yet. Okay, so where's my fence? My fence is here. I'll open this fence now and let them through, so I'll pause for a sec. Now, gap opened. Come on ladies, keep moving. Keep moving. Second in command. So they'll probably go away now and graze off until they're full again, I suppose. Even though they are full, they'll get the best of that picking into them, and then the bulls will go back and start working the cows again. So there won't be much action, or he won't get bulling her for the next couple of hours anyhow. So as I say, I have a similar size paddock bed here as I did this morning, and we're starting into our experimental field. So I'll give it a good old 8 now. I'll keep them moving. Bit of growling going on there, can you hear it? There's cattle 2 fields away, bullocks that have been calling for the day. They're getting closer. Our bulls don't like them too close. What's that in the grass? Oh, there we go. A little frog. But yeah, that is the story on the 7th of August, bank holiday weekend. So I'll be back. So they're now in. They have chosen to go to the lower side here. Well, the majority of them have. And our bully is making his way back over to our lead cow. Well, he's there somewhere. Or he's getting close. So basically I'm going to just show these little rushes that we have here. And I'm interested to know how much of these rushes will be left tomorrow morning when I come back. What do you think, Maverick? Are you going to nip a few of them off? As the year goes on, if they're sweet, the later in the year they tend to become more palatable, I find, to these cattle anyhow. They start to eat them off from autumn on, when they're in that kind of green state there with no flower on the side. So they're very green now, so we'll know tomorrow what they eat off it. So that's most of the cows in. So I think we're going to have a little Rony whitehead calf next year from lead cow. No bother. So the next morning, Tuesday, August the 8th. Now I'm a little bit late coming down. You can see the carry on with our lead cow here. The bulls are mad after her. She must have been only just coming yesterday. She's still not in standing heat today. Well, there is evidence of jockeying on her back. We can see the dirt on her. We can see that there's hoof marks along her here. So unless she was jockeying all night and the bulls are still at her, or else she's just not in full standing heat yet. You can see there the dirt on her. So what I'm going to do is, the bulls seem to be bet out. They're panting like mad and they're fighting. So what I'm going to do to calm the situation down, I'm going to move them onto greener pastures. So that'll take the craziness out of them. So I'll give them about as far as Belle there, who likes to go about her own business. And that'll settle things down until she's either in full standing heat or it's gone off her and they were done. Looks like something was jockeying her anyhow, but them bulls now are starting to pant. I don't like to see that. Yeah, that's the problem with young, anxious bulls, especially when there's 2 of them. Well, it's half the work, but then you have to fight each other. So let me just have a quick scan of our rushes. So they actually didn't eat many of them. They trampled a good lot of them. A lot of us trampled. Let me see. No, they didn't eat the rushes. Early in the year yet, I suppose. They had enough grass. They picked out a few of them all right, but nothing major. So they will still be green for the next round, and they won't be back on this little bit of ground until August, September, October, the end of October into November. So this is now closed off. This section here is now, God almighty, is now closed off for winter stockpile growing. They mustn't have bulled her yet. She's only coming today. They're too anxious looking, them bulls. And there's our eagle. What do you think of all this carry on, lady, huh? young lead cow. This lady's super quiet. I know I go on about her a lot, but she's like maverick. Look at that. Mad for the rubs. And people have asked me before, how can I handle my cows so easily? Well, I suppose they know me. I'm part of the herd. I probably spend way too much time with them. Now I'm going to get out of these way. I'm going to get these bulls because them bulls are just mad at the minute. Now watch this lady here actually. Look how quiet this one is. So you can imagine now, she's only 4 or 5 months old. She's going to make a lovely cow. And we'll be able to check to see if she's springing, or we'll check if her pins are down, if we can find them under that layer of fat. But that's the kind of cows I like, quiet animals. Jesus Christ. I'm going to move these are mad. So we're set up now. I'm actually short a couple of posts behind me, but it'll be okay till I let them in. I'm actually looking. Normally, where the cows are now, before I did anything with this field, it grew the better grass. But what I'm noticing now is the further down we go, where it was more rushy and more or less grass, it is absolutely exploding down here now. So I'm very happy it's improving rather than disimproving, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm very happy. Look at that. Serious grass in here. So I'm going to open up this fence now because these bulls are killing themselves out doing nothing. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat this morning. You know, hopefully I can do this single-handed. I'll just pause it here, that's what I'll do. No time for messing. It's amazing that even though she's mad, she's anxious to get moving. Right, hang on. Okay, we're open. This may settle them down for at least a half an hour. She's definitely not in standing heat. I don't know what the carry on is, but I'm mad after her anyhow. I doubt they boulder. They're way too anxious. But this will settle them down. Hopefully. Until she is ready. They're going around with the rods out all morning. Come on. Come on, calves. You know where to go. Come on, Bucky. There's a heifer's calf now. That's blue cow's calf. Short horn bull, shaping up well. Go on, lad. Keep going. What are you at? You're making your what, are you? Keep her lit. Don't go under the fence. Go around the fence and have manners. Yes, well that has worked. They are now concentrating on grass. Let them eat, get full, get lazy. And then they can bull for Ireland after that. This lady was meant to be cycling as well, but she hasn't. I think that lady is in calf to Ruby. She hasn't come around secondly. Thirdly, or secondly. Now, come on, lady. This lady did come around. And I don't believe he bowled her the last time round either. Right, okay. All is quiet for now. They're in on the nice grass. It's getting better. Things are only improving. That's what it looks like. Oh God, here's the phone. That's what it looks like after them on it for 12 hours. Both sides of the fence, or both sides of the hedge, should I say. It's the rushes are left behind. They've the best of the grass ate. A bit of it trampled, but that will now grow up and they will clean that off next November. And now they're in on grass up to their knees. And they're quieter. So on that note, I will say good luck and goodbye.